4 years, and that lets you save.
Who cares?
True Form Life.
Green look on it.
Welcome to Exploring Mind and Body with Drew Tadia. Drew is an expert in nutrition, fitness, lifestyle, and more. And he wants to help you live a healthier, longer, and more active life. Now here's your host, Drew Tadia.
Welcome to another edition of nationally syndicated Exploring Mind and Body. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for tuning in and being a part of our True Form Life community. Now today I'm bringing on Dorothy Keith. She's back with us with her enthusiasm and excitement. We are going to be talking about how to improve digestion in 4 steps. So we've got 4 simple steps that you can implement today to improve your digestion. We can't wait to tell you about these because we've been using these steps for quite a while now. We just didn't really exactly, I suppose, realize that they're digestion steps. We feel that living a healthy lifestyle offers tons of benefits, and as of more recently, we've been getting a lot more feedback and comments and messages talking about how digestion has improved in the people that we're working with. So if you have gas, bloating, indigestion, constipation, diarrhea, these can all help improve your digestion. So sit back and enjoy. We got all that coming up.
This is Exploring Mind and Body. Naturally improve your lifestyle one show at a time with your host, Drew Tadia.
All right, let's get this show rocking. We got Dorothy Keith with us here in studio. Welcome to the show, Dorothy.
Thanks for having me back, Drew. It's always nice to come on and talk with you.
So today we're talking about digestion.
This is a really important topic to me because I was somebody that suffered with major digestion problems, and I didn't realize at the time when I was going through it how much it affected my life and my everyday wellness until I started to feel better. And then I realized that it was really me who was in control of my health. And if I could make these changes, then other people could too live a better lifestyle and live healthier and more comfortable. So I really am passionate about sharing this topic.
Well, you know what's interesting is I think a lot of people, and we've talked about this in the past, a lot of people, it's become their normal to not have proper digestion. So someone that is always constipated or someone that doesn't have bowel movements throughout the week, like consistent bowel movements. So if you have one maybe 2 or 3 times a week, I wouldn't call that a consistent bowel movement. Or if you every time you eat, you have gas, bloating, indigestion, that becomes their normal. And then they realize that, oh, this is just the way life is. I have to live with this. And they don't even notice it happens anymore.
That's right. And that's exactly the place I was in before I started making some changes to my diet, because you just accept. You accept that's the way it is. This is how it's going to be. And then, like you said, Drew, you become very complacent. And for myself, it was to the point where I would choose a table at a restaurant that was close to the bathroom, or if I was eating at a friend's house or going to a particular event, maybe I just wouldn't eat at all because I didn't want to be running to the bathroom.
Well, you know, I think that a lot of people deal with digestion, much more digestion issues, far more than we know, because it's a subject that most people don't want to talk about. Like,
yeah.
Who wants to say I'm constipated throughout the week?
Or who wants to say, oh yeah, got the diarrhea again, right? It's just not commonly talked about. I think we talk more about, cramps and bloating and things like that. But when it comes to these other things like constipation, diarrhea, it's almost embarrassing to talk about. Like nobody wants to bring it up or search for, it's difficult, I suppose, to search for answers or search for help when it's so hard to talk about.
So tell us more about the issues that you struggled with besides diarrhea or having to sit close to the bathroom at restaurants. Is there anything else you could share with us?
Oh, for sure. I struggled a lot, and I didn't even realize at the time how much it was affecting my life, but I had gas all the time, bloating, to the point where my stomach was round and hard, and it's so uncomfortable. And I had all kinds of cramping, bloating, indigestion. I guess you name it, and I had it, and I just didn't realize how much I was in control and how much I could change. I just thought, well, this is the way it's gonna be, so I better just live with it and deal with it. And I didn't realize I had the power to change.
Thanks for giving us a sneak peek into your own digestion issues.
You're welcome. I can go into more details,
Well, if there's anything you'd like to share, you're certainly welcome to. We do have 4 tips we want to get into. So the first one is kombucha.
That's right. We love our kombucha.
Kombucha is becoming more mainstream, I suppose, and I believe it's because of the health benefits. And we understand that so many people deal with digestion issues. Knowing that kombucha can help, it started off only in health food stores, and then it kind of transitioned into more health food stores, more grocery stores. Now you have other places like specialty shops or boutiques, would you call them? Mm-hmm. Where you can, like fitness centers or, I don't know, little studios, for example. They have
markets.
And markets too, yeah. They have them on tap. So you can find kombucha all over now. And I'd imagine most of our listeners, if you haven't heard of it before, you've probably seen it when you're walking through the aisle. You just may have not known what it is. But kombucha, you can get it as a kefir, as a dairy product. But you can also get it as a plant-based product. We choose plant-based, but you can also get it in a dairy form. This is how can you say, like, it helps promote proper gut floral, and it also promotes proper bacteria to help digest food in our gut. So in most places, bacteria, like a mold, for example, is bad. But when we talk about bacteria in our gut, in our intestines, this actually helps us digest foods. This will help us put our body in an alkaline state, which means we're stronger, less susceptible to disease, sickness. We're just stronger as a whole. So if we look at something like kombucha that helps digest food, it's a living organism. It's actually, some of them are called a SCOBY, which could be the grossest thing you've ever looked at.
It looks like a giant jellyfish.
True Form Life.
Before we get into the show, I just want to mention Complete Truth Protein. This is a plant-based protein supplement that we've designed ourselves at True Form. And the reason I designed it is because I felt like there was a need in the industry. Now, when I was traveling around the world, and I literally had a tackle box full of supplements and products and vitamins that did a whole lot more damage than good. So when I started doing more personal training and fitness classes, people would ask me what types of supplements I would recommend. And I always say, eat food. So that's why I've designed Complete Truth Protein around food. It's made with quinoa and hemp seeds. And one of the main benefits that it offers is improved digestion. So many of us deal with digestion issues on a regular basis. It also gives you a natural boost of energy. So if you head over to trueformlife.com/completetruthprotein, we have tons of more details, videos, recipes, and everything you need to get going in the right direction with a good quality protein supplement. trueformlife.com/completetruthprotein.
True Form Life.
And you can grow them yourself. Like, we make our own kombucha. I really enjoy it, actually. So every time you make a batch of kombucha, it grows so you can give it away, or it gets thicker and bigger. You can share it with your friends or family, which is what we do. And that's a great way to get kombucha brewing in your own house, to properly attack, I suppose, or prevent digestion issues by having your own kombucha growing all the time.
Yeah, so it is a fermented drink. I don't think Drew had mentioned that. And it increases the good bacteria in our stomach. So it's a probiotic fermented drink. And like Drew explained, it has a ton of health properties and helps aid in digestion. So improves our digestion.
So you can look at other forms of kombucha. Like I said, at the grocery store, they have them pre-made. A lot of them are now, I would say, unfortunately, they're mass produced, and there's so many coming out that I would say the quality is becoming less, just because people are looking for flavor more than medicinal purposes. So again, that's why we recommend creating your own at home, or looking for a better quality brands if you're going out to the grocery store.
Yeah, so finding a SCOBY to make your own can be somewhat of a challenge, but because it's becoming more mainstream, making kombucha is becoming more popular, if you just start to put some feelers out there and start asking around who makes their own kombucha, people who make their own kombucha have tons of SCOBYs to give away. So just start asking around, and I'm sure you'll find somebody who would be more than happy to share one with you.
So there's this form of kombucha with the SCOBY we're talking about. There's different forms. There's actually called something called kefir grains, Kefir. So this is another plant-based type. And then they have other grains that are dairy that you'd probably find in your health food store. And then there's another one called ginger bug. And we actually teach people how to do this in different workshops. We're actually, at the time, we always do different challenges. At the time, we're doing a 10-day digestion challenge on our Facebook page. So that's facebook.com/trueformlife. So if you're interested in any of these challenges, you can follow us along there and see when these pop up. They're free. We just like to get people together and enjoying healthy living together. And then on our website, trueformlife.com, we have a whole workshop where we break it down. It's kind of like a webinar. It's an hour long, and we take you through exactly how to make your own kombucha. And that's the first thing that we wanted to share with you, because that's the first thing we have as soon as we wake up in the morning. And then we'd probably recommend, everyone asks how much. We don't recommend like a whole bottle or 500 milliliters. All you need is about 2 to 4 ounces to get yourself going in the morning.
That's right.
Is that good for a kombucha?
I think so.
Okay, what's the next one?
Next, we've got a green smoothie. So that's our second tip. So we're talking about these in orders that Drew and I consume them in the morning. So first we have our kombucha right when we wake up, like our feet hit the floor and Drew's already running for the kombucha. But then after that, you'll want to have a green smoothie. Now, green smoothies are excellent for digestion, and they have tons and tons and tons of little phytonutrients for our bodies to heal, to absorb, and to utilize. And it also provides a lot of energy. Now, I'd like to explain the difference between a green smoothie and a fruit smoothie. Drew, is that all right if I get into that detail? Or
bring it.
Nice. I was hoping you'd say that. So a lot of times it's confusing because there are green fruit smoothies as well. But when Drew and I talk about a green smoothie, we're talking about a vegetable smoothie. So in our smoothie, we have cucumber, we have celery, we have spinach, we have cilantro, parsley, mint, turmeric, ginger, and then a little bit of cayenne and lemon.
Spice it
now,
up.
I know that was a ton of ingredients thrown at you. You can go on to our website, trueformlife.com, and in the search bar, type in green smoothie, and that recipe will be waiting there for you.
We also have a video to show you exactly how we do it, and we talk about it as well with some quick video clips. But that's a great way to start your day, to get going with the green smoothie. And that's why we highly recommend that you get started with your green smoothie right after your kombucha.
That's right. Now, the fruit smoothie is different, so you'd want to have that a little bit later on in the day. You can throw greens into your fruit smoothie. We just want you to understand that that's not the type of green smoothie we're talking about. There's nothing wrong with the green fruit smoothie. It just has a different purpose than our green vegetable smoothie.
Yeah, it's probably important to note that we don't recommend your green smoothie to be your breakfast. It should be in complement to a breakfast. So a lot of times people wake up for a coffee, for example, or an energy drink, if you could imagine. And I feel like this is not exactly setting our bodies up or our day up for success. So think about when you first start out with a green smoothie and you don't have sugar, even sugar from fruit. Like, we're big believers in fruit. They have tons of health benefits to enjoying fresh fruit, which is why we recommend having them in more so in the afternoon. But waking up and having a green smoothie and having all these phytonutrients just explode our cells, it wakes us up, it makes us feel more alive, and then we can start our day out right with a green smoothie and then move on to breakfast.
Yeah, you might think we're crazy to ask you to trade in your coffee for green smoothie, but trust us, it will provide a ton of natural energy.
That's right. And it's so important to get going, like starting your day out right with these healthy habits. It changes your entire day.
So then, like Drew had mentioned, you wouldn't consider your green smoothie your breakfast. So after having your kombucha, after having your green smoothie, then you're going to want to look at having a healthy breakfast.
So moving on there, our third tip out of the 4 is green tea and pu'er tea.
Pu'er tea. Now this is Drew's, I don't know what you call it. You love tea, so your little specialty. I don't know. Specialty? Huh? See what I did there?
Specialty.
Specialty.
Okay. So one of the things that I've found out is that pu'er tea and green tea, if you combine them together, they offer tons of health benefits.
True Form Life.
Just want to take a minute to mention Complete Truth Protein again. This is a protein supplement that we designed at True Form. We believe in food. We believe food heals, cures, and prevents. That's why this product is much different than your conventional types of products. Unfortunately, packed with chemicals, preservatives, toxins that our body doesn't know how to utilize, digest, and absorb. So that's why Complete Truth Protein can help improve your digestion and will offer a natural boost of energy. You can find more details at trueformlife.com/Complete Truth Protein.
True Form Life.
So if you look at pu'er tea, this one here in particular is a bit, how do you say? It's a bit challenging or a bit confusing because it's not a green tea and it's not a black tea. It's somewhere in the middle. So if you look at pu'er tea and you're looking for the black tea or the green tea, you might not find it. So you have to look for pu'er tea. You have to find it specifically. This has tons of antioxidants. It's heart healthy. And it's also probably the main benefit, especially when it comes to digestion, is it helps clear out your digestive tract. So that's why we use the pu'er tea first thing in the morning. So just think about the benefits that we have to offer. We have kombucha first thing in the morning that helps promote proper gut health. Then we have green smoothie that has tons of fiber, offers phytonutrients to give us energy. Now we have pu'er tea that helps clear out our digestive tract, and that's going to get our bodies ready for food. So this is going to help give us energy because of the green tea, tons of antioxidants, and we're going to have more energy again because all of our energy is not going to our gut and intestines to help digest and process food.
We're just going to be a rockin' nutrition machine.
That's right. And the thing is, when we take these steps, your bowel movements will improve and they'll be happening more frequently. So what happens, Dorothy? A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I'm going to the bathroom all the time now.
And we're like, good for you, because that's what's supposed to happen. And I think we're not used to that, right? A lot of us aren't used to having a proper bowel movement every day. Or what you might find as well is it's more consistent or more predictable in time, right? Same time, or around the same time every day. And that is a good thing. We should be having proper bowel movements on a regular basis.
Yeah, and just give yourself some time. Like, this isn't going to happen instantly. I mean, for some people, they'll notice results in a few days because we're basically going full tilt right at our digestive system and being like, look, we're taking our digestive
taking my
back.
control back.
We're taking the power back.
That's right.
So we're going full tilt and we're saying we're making a change and we're making a decision to improve our health and to improve our digestion. So some people might see a change in a few days, but usually it's going to take some time because these are all natural. These aren't pharmaceuticals. They're natural and healthy ways to improve your health. There's no side effects from any of these tips we're giving you. So when you start to have proper digestion, when you start to go to the bathroom every morning, for example, and you start to have proper bowel movements, you're going to start to feel fantastic because your energy isn't drained in other areas where it shouldn't be.
That's right. And when we eat hard to digest foods, processed foods and sugar and, things that they take energy to digest. So our body is utilizing all the available energy it has to digest these foods that are hard on our bodies. But when we are putting these green things in our bodies, right, like the green tea, the green smoothie, and putting these highly nutritious foods in our body, then our body can transform them into utilizable energy. As opposed to depleting our energy levels, we're bringing them up.
And the other thing I want to mention is with these liquids in the morning, a lot of people aren't used to drinking enough water. Most people are dehydrated throughout the day. to be honest with you. So we wake up and we have a coffee in the morning instead of a glass of water. Well, that's a diuretic. So that's taking water from us. It's dehydrating us on top of not drinking water. So you're going to be going, not only, do we have news for you? Not only are you going to be going number 2 more frequently, but you're going to have to pee more often as well.
That's right.
It's a good thing. So we have to understand that these are lifestyle changes. It's okay, like your bladder will adjust, for example, but it's a good thing for you to go to the bathroom, for you to go pee throughout the day until your urine is clear and white, not dark yellow, which means you're dehydrated.
That's right. And that's another reason why we recommend having kombucha, your green smoothie, right away when you wake up. So go to your kitchen right away when you wake up, have your kombucha, have your green smoothie, and then you can go get ready for your day. Go have your shower and get dressed, the things that you need to do, because that gives you more time to flush those toxins out right away in the morning. If you are running from the moment your feet hit the floor and then get to the kitchen and chug your kombucha, chug your green smoothie, and then chug your tea, then it's a little different, right?
then you're giving yourself some digestive issues.
Yeah. So you want to take your time with it in the morning, right? And have your kombucha green tea first, then get ready for the day. Maybe bring your tea with you on your way to work, but you want to make sure you get your tea in the morning.
Yeah. Okay, the last one here is Complete Truth Protein.
Woo, woo.
Many of you know this is a product that we designed ourselves. It's made from food, quinoa and hemp seeds. These are easy to digest, utilize, absorb, and turn into energy. There's also a ton of fiber in this whole food supplement. So it's also going to help improve digestive health.
True Form Life.
I just want to mention Complete Truth Protein here once again before I let you go. This is a protein supplement we designed ourselves, made with quinoa and hemp seeds, also maca and stevia. We have 2 different types of products. They both have tons of health benefits. You can bake the original bag, you can bake with. It's perfect for gluten-free flour. If you're celiac or gluten intolerant, we have tons of recipes on trueformlife.com, which include raw protein balls. People absolutely love these ones. We have pancakes, cookies, muffins, all healthy, all clean ingredients. Dorothy puts these together for us on a weekly basis. So if you head over to trueformlife.com, head over to the recipe section. We have all kinds of recipes on how you can use Complete Truth Protein. It's also a vegan and raw product. So if you have any intolerances or if you have any issues with digestion, this will definitely help you out. Once again, that's trueformlife.com/Complete Truth Protein.
True Form Life.
And that's the number one thing we hear from people that start using CTP, Complete Truth Protein, is, wow, I can't believe how much my digestion has improved. And, I have all this energy now.
Yeah, and a lot of times people have so much energy, they don't know why or where it's coming from. And then they start to realize their body's digesting food at a higher rate. So they're like, oh my gosh, I don't have gas or bloating. I don't have constipation. And then they have all this energy because exactly what we're talking about. If you don't have gas and bloating, indigestion, if you put easy to process foods in your body and you have help from kombucha, green smoothies, and pu'er green tea, then you're going to give your body all the chance and all the opportunity to improve your digestion, feel better, and gain energy.
So the best time of day we found from most people to have a Complete Truth Protein smoothie is the afternoon, because a lot of us feel depleted in the afternoon of energy. You have your lunch, and then that 1:30, 2 o'clock, even 3-ish, you kind of feel like you need a little boost. So that is normally a good time to have your Complete Truth Protein smoothie, because it's going to give you a little boost for the afternoon. We don't recommend having one right at night, because
some people have actually said, I've had trouble sleeping because I have so much more energy.
That's right.
So there's nothing in it. Like, we don't have any pharmaceuticals. There's nothing additives to keep you up at night. But just because of the natural foods and the digestibility, it's only happened a few times, but we're just showing you how much people are enjoying the energy levels from Complete Truth Protein. So early afternoon, even late morning, there's a lot of different times you can use or have Complete Truth Protein. Just understand it's a much different product than your conventional protein supplements.
Yeah, there are some people that love to have it for breakfast as well, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that maybe some of us, it's a lot of liquids for some of us all in the morning, right? Your kombucha, green smoothie, green tea, then a CTP smoothie. So it's really up to you. There's no wrong time to have it. And it's actually nice and beneficial for you to switch it up. Instead of having always for breakfast, sometimes breakfast, sometimes afternoon, and switch those times up.
So this is more of the fruit smoothie that we're talking about. We have tons of recipes at trueformlife.com. That's what we do. We also have a private Facebook group that's it's private but open to the public, and it's all about the recipes that we have with Complete Truth Protein. So you can definitely shoot us a message and let us know you're interested in more details or more recipes, or head over to the website. Again, this is more of a fruit smoothie. You can throw in all kinds of different fruits and berries, bananas, dates for sweetener. We could talk a whole show about how to make a smoothie. But this is a great way to improve your digestion. Again, it's made with simple ingredients. We believe food should be able to read, pronounce, and they should be able to digest properly in your body, which is what Complete Truth Protein is all about. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. It's GMO-free. It's also a raw product. It needs to be stored in the fridge after it's opened, and you can bake with it as well as a gluten-free flour.
It makes great muffins, so it can substitute a flour in baking recipes. Makes great muffins, cookies, protein balls, you name it. And it's delicious, and it works really well as a gluten-free flour. It rises nicely. It has a nice taste. It's moist. So I know a lot of people who have trouble digesting gluten love using CTP as a gluten-free flour because it can be frustrating trying to bake with gluten-free flours, but CTP is it works very nicely.
Okay, so those are our 4 top tips. Dorothy talked about her digestive issues and how she's on track, not tracked, and how she's doing much better now. And I think you'd be hard pressed to find people that don't see changes by attacking your digestive system with these 4 steps. So we have kombucha first thing in the morning. If you're not making your own, buy some. We always support buying locally first. Then we have a green smoothie, super easy recipe. And what's interesting is every time we take this to a workshop and let people try it, just about every single person's like, oh my gosh, this isn't so bad.
Yes.
Or they're like, oh, this is actually quite refreshing.
This kind of tastes good. Because we expect it to maybe not taste so good.
Yeah, just because it's green, I think.
Yeah. Another tip here from actually somebody in our 10-day digestion group is, because we don't recommend making a big batch for the whole week because of green smoothie, because it won't taste as fresh. But somebody in one of our groups, our digestion groups, actually pre-cut into little smoothie serving size all the things that they needed. So all they had to do was wake up in the morning, throw it to the blender with water, and that was it. They didn't have to chop veggies or anything. They just had to throw it in and go.
Very cool idea. And that's part of the reason I love those groups, is because we learn probably more than what we teach.
That's right.
So cool to connect. So that's the green smoothie. Then we have pu'er tea and green tea. You can use tea bags. I like to choose loose tea. Make sure there's only one ingredient. That's why I like loose tea, because you don't have to worry about all that other nonsense they put in them. So pu'er tea, green tea, you can find them at grocery stores or health food stores, both of them. And then CTP. We deliver locally. There's a lot of different places that we have distributors now, so we're growing. And we also ship to wherever you may be. So if we can set you up with Complete Truth Protein, let us know. You can head over to trueformlife.com/Complete Truth Protein for more details. We'd love to set you up if you're interested. Dorothy, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thanks for having me on. I just love spreading the word about digestion.
Dorothy helps facilitate our monthly membership group. She does meal planning, recipes, grocery shopping lists. She also is the model for our at-home workouts. So Dorothy does some coaching, and she's working on a recipe book. So soon you can read all of her recipes in a book, and she also does some one-on-one coaching. So if you're looking for some help, looking for some direction, and you would like to work with Dorothy, you can definitely let us know.
True Form Life.
All right, that's going to wrap things up for this edition of Exploring Mind and Body. As always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of our True Form Life community. I hope you got something out of that. I hope you enjoyed some of our digestion tips. just please understand that there are things that you can do to make a difference in your lives today. Make these changes now and improve your digestion. Quick shout out to our longtime sponsor. We have AG Foods in Didsbury, who's more like a health food store. So many healthy options. They'll even bring in healthier options if you request. So head over to AG Foods in Didsbury and let them know, or help support them as they support us. More details are at exploringmindandbody.com. If you ever miss a show, you can check out past shows there. We also have a free app on any Apple device that you can download. Take our show with you wherever you go. Once again, thank you so much for being here. That's it. That's all I got. I'm out of here. As always, I'm your host, Drew Tadia, in health and fitness for a better world. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to Exploring Mind and Body with Trueform Life's Drew Tadia, fitness expert. To find out more about the show, Drew Tadia, or to listen to past shows, visit exploringmindandbody.com.